Alright, so Friday, last yard, using the Edger, 5.5 years old, and I'm not really sure what's wrong with it, but this part stopped turning. So I'm not sure. It's kind of clicky right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here, and I'll try to show you what's going on. Runs fine. There you go. Hey. Oh. So it revs up fine, just no blade action whatsoever. So I'm guessing here. But it's got some weird tension here. So we might clean off right there, then just check that, check the gearbox real quick. But there's a spring up in here on the clutch, and that's really kind of what I'm thinking it is. So in a couple minutes here, easiest way to do that, take these off, get the motor, pull it halfway, and go from there. So let's see what I do. Could be a couple things. We could have broken the shaft. There's some weird tension here. I don't think it's this, but it's possible. I think we'll put some grease in there and just see what it does. Alright, gotta get the muffler bolt loose. Then we've got 4 back here. Gotta get the tank loose so we can get to the 2 front bolts there. Had to switch the zone sprinkler pump. Oh, I thought I could just do front 2, but I had to do them all. Yep, so I had this 5.5 years since bought it brand new. Once the business expanded a little bit more, and it's run really good ever since. So there we go. Forgot clips on there. There you go. So now we can get under here and get those. All right, I didn't have a socket for these, so gotta go old school. Okay. So I don't think it was the gearbox. I think that's fine. Either we have a shaft that broke, which is possible. Either way, we kind of got to come off from here, so I think I do have one extra shaft, if that indeed is the case. I've never had a shaft break, so we're going to check what my supposition is first. Go from there. Alright, so now, go back to the top. Oh, so sorry, fuel tank. So now we're going to get all this off. Got the little nut right there, or not nut, but our little. And this one's a pain because once it rusts in, it's almost impossible to get out, which is not great, but already loose back here. It's loose. There we go. Let's see which one this is. Hopefully we can. I should have hit these with anti-seize. It's all spun out. Can we get in? It's spinning. We'll try another size, make sure we got it right. Small. I think we'll have to go to drastic measures. Okay, it's not wanting to come out. That's not good. Alright, so you gotta pull your plug wire top there to clear the plastic. Got two front bolts here as well. Maybe we can just pull it all off. We're going to try that first. I'd just be able to pull it up and over. That'd be nice. Give that a try. One more on this side. Alright, let's see if there's two little pins that align it, so gotta get those. Yep. Let's see if we can get this off as well. It's gonna come off more to one side here, so that's unpinned. There we go. You know what? I need to pull the spark plug out. Duh. There we go. That's 19 or 3/4 spark plug. All I've had to do on this is, air filters. I don't even think I've switched up the fuel line on this one yet. This air filter, fuel filter, a little crusty actually. Probably needs a good clean. Alright, so now we should be able to just pull the motor off. I hope. Please come out. There it goes. Alright, let's see. Ah, okay. Well, maybe we have a broken shaft, because here is the spring that I thought it was. That's what I thought. So, and as you can see, that's in great shape. That's good. Check the other side. Seems like maybe it is the gearbox. I don't know. That would be really unusual. I've never had one break, but you can feel it binding. So, okay, we're gonna put this back together, and once I get that back together, we'll pull off the edger blade unit and then check the pull the shaft out and see what it does. Alright, so take these off right here, clean up our area, make sure we don't get a bunch of crud in there, and then we can check our shaft and pull that out completely, see what it looks like. Oh, these are Torx. Sometimes they're ooh, wait a second. Sometimes they're like 5/16, 8mm. It's a T27, in case you're keeping score at home. Gotta do this one too because that one is the set screw to keep it centered. I almost forgot. Alright. Slide that off. Ooh, I smell grease. Ugh. I smell grease that's burnt. Spinning decent now, so I'm not sure, but it does feel a little notchy. I'm not sure. I don't know, that feels really smooth. Okay, well, it still might be an issue, but alright, I'm going to swing this over and look at the shaft here. This is going to be messy. Aha! I've never had one of these break, but there it is. Wow. Crunchy. Okay. Well, at least we know what it was now. I just need to see if I can get like the rest of it out. The magnet. That's funny though. I've never had one. Stay there. So, if it doesn't come out, then get gravity to help you. Alright, so there's that end. You know, I might have needed to grease it. That may have helped, but I'm not positive. There's the brake on it right there. So, you just... But like I said, a little bit disappointing, but 5.5 years. So, really can't complain too much. Now I just need to check the backup parts and see what I got. Alright, so, ooh, I grease on me. This is an old shaft I have, and I think it's exactly, it's a little bit different. Got a little bit different angle to it. So we'll, sorry, I'm trying to hear. Alright, come out, wherever you are. Alright, this one's greased. Alright, get that up there. Trying to figure out how I can make this as least messy as possible. Alright, there we go. So we got the two. Alright, these are both. Oh, that's the broken one. Alright, here's motor in. Come here! So, think we're going to be in good shape. Oh, yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yep. Okay, use my pinky here so I don't get the camera greasy. There we go. An exact match. That's cool. That's cool. Now we got to give it a brief clean. Make sure I don't get dirt on it, which you do already. Alright, so then we get our tub of grease. Good old tub of grease. Grease. So we'll start it. Put a little bit here and get it started. Pretty clean. Get all goobered up. That might have been the issue, was I never greased them, which, you know, that's my bad. You should do that, obviously. My bad. Thankfully, it looks like it worked out okay, being that I had this extra cable. There we go. Oh my gosh. That is closer over here. Finish cleaning up. Bear might have to make this into a time lapse. So we should have plenty of grease on there. It should be super smooth now. So if you've used yours real heavy, which we use ours, and it's maybe you're 2.5 years old, you might be wise to go ahead and just grease the shaft. I would recommend it. Alright. One thing you might not know is that I hate my hands being dirty. Can't stand it. It's like, ugh, yucky, gross. So that's why I have lots and lots of rags. Over here and see if we can get this reassembled. And we can crank it up, see what it does. Make sure that's centered first before you crank anything down. There we go. Alright, what do you think? Will it work or will it not work? That is the question. Wipe that grease away and hit it with some super clean so you're not attracting all that sand to it. You know how that works. Alright. Sounds like it's spinning. Alright, let's put the motor back together. We gotta blow some of that crud out. Hold yours. Alright. Okay, clean this up since we're apart. Clean up our fuel tank. Thankfully we didn't break that. That was kind of a neat trick. Just learned that one. Stick that on. Put that in. There we go. And that goes... This goes underneath, I think. Yeah. And we got that one little, got a short bolt to go in there. Hey, where are you going to go in? It's plastic. Make sure you got it started correctly. Down, put the fuel tank back in. Kind of glad it wasn't that part, but still, it was a strange issue. Got 4 of these. Alright, so you can check the gearbox, you can check the spring in here. In worst case scenario, you need to pull the gearbox off and check your drive shaft. Like I said, it's still the first one I've ever broke. So that's fascinating. Moment of truth. The moment of truth. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, that's all it was. This is Driveshaft. Cool. Back in business. Thanks for watching.